Taking off from Marimbula Airport at Eden. Rotating at 120, holding 5 degrees, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Stay in burner, going to go over the top and do a loop directly over the airport, going through 450 knots. I'm going to go back to idle. Holding about 4G, and there's the airport. Easing off on the stick, about 3G now. Doing a nice easy loop over Eden. Awesome. Let's have a look back. There's the airport. Fantastic. Taking off from Marimbula at morning at 7:25 AM, flying down to Malakuta and back through Eden. Going full burner, rotating at 120 now, holding 5 degrees, positive rate of climb, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Coming out of burner and manoeuvring slightly left to the coast. Looking for, well, I'll go 500 feet, it's my usual coastal altitude. Just work on the trim a bit, trim up a little bit. Seeing about 80%, 350 knots is about right. Very nice. So first waypoint here is Allied Natural Wood Exports at Edram. And why did I choose that? Because you'll see as we look ahead, let's look out there, it's the most obvious landmark across the bay here. And I'm going to get the altitude right. So Eden is on the right there. We're going to come back over the city, have a look at it. But that light area, you can see where the timber is stored and put onto the ships. It's also pretty much the southern entrance to the bay. So let's get across there. Sitting at about 500 feet above the water. Just recheck my altimeter. Okay, 600. Yep, close. There's Eden. And I'll veer left to follow the coast after the timber yard. There it is. Very cool, lots of timber there, wow. Righto. Beautiful sunrise out there too. So we're approaching the border with Victoria, New South Wales, Victoria. As I say in the briefing notes, we're going to fly over the border to Malakuta. Probably won't get shot down because most of the time Victoria is a pretty friendly state to us New South Welshmen. And for the benefit of, I don't know, global citizens, foreigners, that's what we call laconic Aussie humour. Because actually, of course, Victorians are very friendly all of the time. All part of this one great big country. Alright, there's waypoint 2. Now the lighthouse is down. There's a few buildings there. That was a green cape. Now we're going to the mouth of the America River. America, short for America, not sure. And that's about 1 o'clock. Once again, it stands out around this rather large bay. And from the air, we can see it even more easily than we can from down here. Let's just climb a bit and we'll swing to the left. So there it is. Nice river mouth. All quiet down there today. Ooh, look at the clouds. Let's watch that. Yep, I'm going to make sure I'm over the water here. Got pretty low clouds here today. Coastline and especially the rock ledges very nicely rendered down here, I've got to say. Beautiful. Let's go to the wing cam for a bit. And we'll go around the different cameras and we'll get to the fuselage cam. Let's sit there for a minute. Oh wow, look at the map. Consult the map. Right, Cape Howe, the easternmost point of Victoria. Actually, I wish they'd put up a plaque or a can or something, because there's nothing there. It'd be nice to see where that border actually is. I have to take my word for it. So it's the easternmost point of Victoria. Just checking the map and make sure I get it right. I'm pretty sure it's the next. Yeah, it's the next bend here, just before the coast cuts away to the right again. Heading pretty much south now. Let's go to this camera view. So it's pretty much, it's either that point or this one. I think it's this one, actually. Okay, so it's kind of distinctive. It's got a lot of sand there. Unless it's snow, just check the temperature. No, 32 degrees C, what would not be snow. Right, now we're heading out to an actual lighthouse that has survived cutbacks, I guess, at Gubbo Island. And I've got to say, very, very well maintained. Camera. Got a shot of that. Right, now on to Mullacoota Airport in Victoria. So we're into Victoria now. Let's climb a bit so we can see it coming up on us. And this is Mullacoota. Oop, we can't go too high today. I'm quickly reminded, about 1,500 feet we're into the soup. So it's on the southern edge of this bay, which hopefully we'll see as we cautiously descend again. Should be dead ahead actually. Let's go left a bit. So there's a bay entrance right there. And Mullacoota itself. The airport should be about 1 o'clock. I won't do a touch and go today, but probably on the next trip. Just getting my feet wet again with this route. First revisit since scoping it out and publishing it. Here it is. Right. And it is a paved strip north and south. That's good. Cool. A couple of MiGs down there. Not sure. I think. You know what? I think they might be. Anyway, let's keep aviate, navigate, communicate sorted out. Right, let's head across Malaquita. Next stop is, I'll wait till I get it past the city. Huge radio mast there. Awesome. Lots of boats. Beautiful spot. Let's just look backward for a moment. That's the view I want. Yep. Right, next spot is bridge on the Princes Highway, just north, 2 miles north of the border. Once again, you can't see where the border is from the air. So the bridge 2 miles north seemed like a reasonable compromise. So this Princes Highway runs all the way up down the east coast of Australia. So you can drive all the way from Melbourne in Victoria up to Brisbane, Queensland, and I think beyond, although I've never been beyond that point myself. Right, so looking for the highway. It's, should be right under us actually. Yep, here it is. A bit hard to see in the mist. Winding its way across the hills here. Double checking the map. Might not have been it, but anyway, here's the river, a river, and there's the bridge we're after. So we're in the right spot. At which point we'll turn right and 15 miles to Eden. Hence the name of the flight, Return to Eden. Intimating, there's the highway, certain paradisiacal qualities of the New South Wales south coast, I guess. There's the highway. Let's get a few nice shots in the morning sun while we're here. Nice. Got the Russian aerobatic livery on this MiG, which is very colourful. Really like it. Righto, let's focus on getting to Eden. There's the highway down to our right. We'll literally follow that all the way there. But given the light conditions and the fog, I think I'll just fly as the crow flies at the moment. Right, so how far? It's looking at 12.7 miles. Okay. How far now? Looking at 9 miles. Given the low light, I might take a swoop above the clouds. Seeing, okay, clearing up here at about 3,000 feet. That's pretty good. Right, just future reference. If weather remains the same, and I want to do a joy flight, I can always, excuse me, sneezing, easily climb above the clouds and have some aerobatic type fun. Right, Now we're 4.5 miles out. Hopefully it's about where that gap in the clouds is. Might be before that. Anyway, let's cautiously descend. Yeah, it's before that gap. Way before. We're only a few miles, a couple of miles out now. I'm going to slow up a lot. We're going to pop out right over the town. There it is. This is Eden. I'll just do one circle around it, then head back and land. Still waking up. I guess this will help with that process. MiG-29 twin turbo fans roaring overhead. 8 o'clock in the morning. Fantastic terrain. Heading through east again. Holding the G's, about 4G there. And back to Marimbula. Which is about 8.4 miles up the coast. Planning to land on runway 21. Turning off the anti-ice at 30 degrees Celsius. We do not need that today. Righto, let's try to get eyeballs on the airport. It should be about 10 o'clock. Oh, I'm right next to it. I'm looking ahead. There it is. Cool. Right, so let's fly upwind. Down to about 500 feet, 350 knots. Turning to crosswind. It's about a 3G turn. Right, flying downwind. And I think, so I normally turn about now. Yep, I reckon this headland's a pretty good landmark for that. Right, turning to final, geared down, flaps 1. Flaps 1, there they are. Looking for 2-1, runway in sight. Got 3 greens, landing lights are on, fuel's good. Gears down, flaps 1, speed brake is off, on final. Tap the speed brake, flaring, getting ready with the brake chute, touchdown. Watch out for my pilot-induced oscillation. Whew, that has caused me some problems in Antigua. I rode off the whole front end of a MiG there. Right, that's good. Brakes in, flaps up, and we taxi off. Whew. Yeah, a little bit ropey at the end there. Got to watch out for that PIO. No, that would be because I got my reverse thrust on. Right, that's better. Park next to the nice red MiG, I think. Great colour scheme. I reckon that's pretty good parking. Yeah, close enough for government work. Parking brake on and go and have a cuppa. Taxiing out for the last joy flight of the day out of Merimbula on the south coast. A couple of nicely painted aircraft there, whatever they are. Almost no idea. Beach Bonanza is my best guess, but not really having a clue really about that class of aircraft. Right, we're clear to take off. Keep taxiing to save fuel. Look at that gorgeous sunset. What's the time? It's about 5:01. There we go, 17:01 and 8 seconds. So we're just going to dash down to Merimbula. We're at Merimbula to Eden, next bay down. A couple of times around the bay, maybe do a loop. Come back, possibly do a touch and go. We'll see how the time goes. It's about a 5-minute joy flight. Canopy's coming down. Unlocked, that's good. Fantastic. Outside temperature is 32 degrees. I've got the air conditioning turned on in here. I'll just adjust that now actually. Yep, that's good. Just testing the steering. Actually, I want to make sure that's locked. Here it comes, yep. Thank you, stay down. Right, I've got turning area here. Oops, boy, the steering really picks up dramatically under 10 knots. Let's do a rolling start. Runway 21, here we go. Full burner, foreshage, rotating 120, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Over the golf course, out of burner, already doing 450 knots. Over Merimbula. Down the coast. There's Eden to the right. Now we're going to fly over the timber yard on the far shore and go around the bay. Sitting on about 0.95 muck. Don't want to go through the muck over town. We'll certainly break some windows. Allied Natural Wood Exports. Continuous turn around the bay at this speed. we're going to come back across the marina. Nice. Gonna go around the radio mast. Just have a look back. Nice view. I've got about 5 or 6 cameras installed on the aircraft. Nice view back over the bay. Let's go around. I'm going to pop the brake there actually, just get back to 400 knots. It's about 5G right there. Great fun. Right, down across the golf course. There it is. Watch the power lines. Well, lovely town of Eden. And marina to the right. Right, let's go over the top. Throttle back. Nice. Should hit about 250 knots over the top. Yep, 250. Pretty good. About minimum airspeed there. And let's give it a bit of herbs. Get back to base. Farewell to Eden. There's Marimbula. So that next headland after this one is where we turn to final. So let's just expedite that. It's hard to see those treetops at dusk. I like to add my own sound effects sometimes. Right, throttle right back. We need to be about 350 knots at the turn, which will be a bit higher, actually, and very, very low. Let's climb and lose some speed at the beach. I'm going to pop the brake for 2 seconds. Brake in, 350 knots, turning to final. There it is down there. Yep, 250 knots, gear down, flaps 1. Get my head in the HUD. Waiting for 3 greens. Got 3 greens. Filing a landing light. There it is, landing light on. Flaps 1, 3 greens. Coming in pretty hot. But we'll be right. She'll be right, mate, as we say down here. Famous last words, but I think we'll be right. Yep, touchdown, pop the chute, pop the air brake, and toe brakes on. Nice. Just about where we want. Yep, good. Drop that chute, speed brake in. Just in time, just in time for dinner. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Very cool. Another nice day on the south coast of New South Wales in our MiG. Taxiing out from Malakuta at Malakuta to take off on runway 18. And we'll be flying back to Merimbula to land. Righto, let's do a rolling start because everything's been checked. Rotating at 120, left rudder applied, 110, 20, rotate 5 degrees, hold that, touch the brakes, gear up, flaps up. So I usually find by the time I say touch the brakes, it's long enough to stop the wheels spinning. I've checked it out a few times, but you got between 1 and 2 seconds, but let's say 2. 1 chimpanzee, 2 chimpanzees. That will do it. Okay, just double check. Let's turn my takeoff lights off. Landing lights. There's Malakuta on the left, just over the border into Victoria. The border is about 12 o'clock. You can see that white headland up there. But we're going to swing around Garbo Island Lighthouse first in the beautiful Aussie East Coast afternoon sunlight. Let's push it down a bit. We're about 500 feet. Double checking, flaps are up, air brakes off. Everything's good. We're doing about 0.9 Mach, I think. Yep. Let's not do the sound barrier here. We'll break the lighthouse. Hi guys, give them a wave. They're getting to know us now. How you going? Hey. Yep, good. Hope you're well. Here's the border coming up. They should put a sign up, really. Surely. Something. A little plaque, an obelisk, you know, something. Because they're right about there. Still sitting on about 0.9 Mach. We'll do a nice low level run up the coast here. It's very atmospheric. The coast is very well realised as well. Let's just get the trim right. I've got a slight forward pressure on the sticks there. We'll just stay under the mark. Sitting on 0.9-ish. Nice. Actually, might as well go through the sound barrier while we're away from people. And that's coming up about now. That'll be it. Yep, nothing much to see, but we've definitely just done it. Okay, coming up to waypoint. I'll check my map in a moment. Oh, the mouth of the something river starting with M. Merica River. Merica River. Just following the coast here. And next bay should be at Eden. Take the scenic route here. How cool is that? Should keep my eyes on the direction of flight, I think, at this altitude, 300 feet. It's awesome. Yeah. 4.5 G turn. Yep. Our next waypoint is the wood. Trying to read my notes while I'm flying. Allied Natural Wood Exports. Yeah. Oh no, it's actually Green Cape Bay. We just went past it. But the it's hard to read think and fly. Green Cape, where there's a lighthouse, which is not there at the moment. The next waypoint is Allied Wood Exports, and that is at Eden. That is coming up. We're sitting on 0.9 mark again. Just come left a bit, fly over the wood exports and then over the marina. There are power lines here, I hadn't noticed that before. Just on the right there, 1 o'clock. We've got the wood export company. Fantastic. And you can see at 1 o'clock the marina coming up. Looks absolutely beautiful. About 500 knots. Over we go. Bye guys. See ya. And follow the coast up to Merimbula. It's the nearest airport to Eden. So I'll get right off the coast again. It's very hard to see the top of these trees actually as the sun goes down. So just past the next headland to the left we'll see Merimbula Airport. Beautiful beaches. So dead ahead is the airport, hard to see from this angle, but let's get set up for final. I usually fly up to this point, get on a reciprocal heading to the airport, which is at 210, and we're going to turn left at this beach. Adjust my course indicator to make it easier to line up. There we go. Right, throttled back, 330 knots is good. Start the turn. Do about a 3G turn. 250 knots, gear down, flaps 1. And there's the runway. We've got 3 greens, flaps 1, speed brakes in, fuel's good, landing lights on. Do it by feel. Where are they? There. To the left on my wing landing panel. Right, focus now. Coming in hot, as is our want. Want with an O. Touchdown. Speed brake out. Brake chute out, toe brakes on. Slowing up nicely, I just missed the turn, but not by much. Drop that chute, speed brake in. Oh, we've got another turn off right there. Actually perfect, perfect. And taxiing off the runway. Beautiful. Let's see if I can stop right on the cross here. Yeah, a little bit off centre, but right spot. Cool. Can I open the canopy? I can. Yep. There it goes. Ah, fresh sea breeze. Time for a cuppa at Merimbula. Flying out of Malakuta, about 40 miles south of Merimbula. And we're just going to do a couple of loops over the airport. 450 knots, let's go back to idle. Going through 8,000 feet, 997 we got up to. And back to 250 knots. At idle over the top. So let's swing down past this radio tower and take a run down runway 18. Slightly subsonic so as not to break all the windows. We're at Mach point 9. At 500 feet for this run. Try to go lower on the next one. Right, let's throttle back to idle, pull up. That's about 6G. Awesome. Going over the top now at 6,700 and back to 230 knots. Now still got some G on. Throttle at idle still. Get better lined up on the runway this time. Still throttle at idle. Pulling up a few G in this pull up, I'd say. Yeah, about 3. Nice. Alright, let's do a touch and go and then land. Oh, this thing picks up speed so quick. Throttles at idle. Tap the speed brake. Bring us back to 350. Speed brake in, round the tower. I'm back to heading 18. Eventually. Wow. Okay. Oh, totally lost sight of the airport. There it is at 1 o'clock. Okay. So that was a total muck up. Let's try again. Do another low pass. And this time we'll try to land. So pretty low pass. Okay, turning to upwind. Stay on 350. I've got a slight excuse for mucking up because I've just moved a lot of my instruments from right panel to left panel and vice versa. So I've got all the engine and primary flight control instruments now clustered on the left and all the nav stuff on the right. Got my hard repeater as it were in the middle. And yeah, everything's kind of shuffled around on the top deck there. Three panels. The outer 2 panels anyway. Okay, enough with the excuses. Let's try and land. 350 knots, throttle back. Going through north now, we're looking for south. 250, gear down, flaps down to flaps 1. I can see the airport now about 11 o'clock. Right. This will be a leisurely approach now. Those 4 ponds are my usual reference for a short turn to final. But I've just spent an hour or so, as I said, reconfiguring the avionics, so trying to get my head back in the game now. Concentration, we've got 3 greens, flaps 1. And touch. Speed brake out, brake chute out, toe brakes on. Pretty short runway here. Should just stop before the dirt, yes. Whew. Speed brake in, drop the chute, and taxi back for a Lamington or 2. Traditional Aussie afternoon tea. Lamingtons and tea. delightful. Typical Aussie weather. So just spending a few days here on the south coast in the MiG, working up these Joy flights and flying out of Merimbula, 40 miles to the north, as I said. Park next to this chappie, I think. Yep, looks good, looks good. Nice, parking brake on. And shut down. If I can, I'll have to work that out. Anyway, it's Leamington time. Doing touch and goes down at Malakuta. We're just past the golf course, so let's turn to final. Taking it nice and slow for the moment. It's a pretty short runway. About 1,000 feet. Let's reset the altimeter. Yep. Runway's there about 10 o'clock. Don't hit the tower. Alright, speed brake out. 80, 70, 60, 50, gear down, flaps 1, speed brake in. Got 3 greens, flaps 1, fuel is good, hatches and harnesses secure. Lined up pretty well, a little bit right of track actually. Bit of left rudder. Right, here we go, here we go. It's going to be a firm but fair landing, I think. Yeah, it's firm, alright. Shoot out. Speed brake out, toe brakes are on. Yeah, very short. We're going to overrun a little bit. Yeah, we did. Which in the MiG, no harm done. Righto, drop the chute. Speed brake in. Let's taxi back. We'll have to have a cup of tea. Somebody will pick up the chute for us, repack it, and then we'll be off again. Should see some spare ones down here, I guess, while we're in the area. Here for about a month. Flying out of Malakuta, around Eden and up to Bega. Right at the southeast corner of New South Wales. Well, we're in the northeast corner of Victoria at the moment. A few aircraft here today. I've got to wait for this truck, I think. Yep, I'm kind of wedged in here. That's okay. We'll be right to go in a minute. great fun. Okay, that was embarrassing. Couldn't work out why I couldn't taxi. And how about parking brake was on? Well, I could taxi, but I had to go to afterburner to get the plane moving. So anyway, that's what you get from too much Aussie sun in these bubble canopies. You get the bubble head. So we're at Malakuta, which is about 40 miles south of Merimbula on the south coast of New South Wales. We're in fact in Victoria at the moment, a few miles over the border. But this flight is contained, this place, location, airport, is in the south of Eden, or return to Eden flight plan rather, New South Wales Volume 4. Okay, let's take off runway 18. Just refueled. Had my head checked. Right, flaps 1. Speed brake is off, landing lights are on, fuel's good. Going to do a few speed runs out there over the Pacific Ocean. Getting up to midday too. Rotating at 120, holding 5 degrees. There we go. Tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Landing lights off. Looking good. Looking good. Actually, since we're going to do a speed run, let's go up to what's the name? Garbo Island Lighthouse. That's what I'm looking for, which we can see coming up about 12 o'clock. Actually, let's go to the check out the new gear, the Letera optical sensor. There it is, slaved to my helmet. I forget the Russian name for it. It starts with an S, I think. Been around since the 1970s. Long range electro-optical, and it zooms as well. Targeting, and they can slave their missiles to it. Quite amazing. Very good at the optics. Righto, so let's do a fast run around Garbo Island. Which is the mark coming up, 0.8, 0.9. Actually, we don't want to.
Oscar Romeo Bravo traffic, generic Victor Hotel, Papa Sierra Echo, 1 mile.
Inappropriate time for that. What I was going to say was we don't really want to break the windows of the lighthouse, so we'll stay subsonic at this point. Pulling a few G's here, 4 G's. We're actually right about at the border of 2 states now. Right, let's take a run down the coast a bit and we'll go supersonic now. There we go, about now, boom. Nice. Let's go around the island again. 5G turn. Back to 400 knots. Coming back to north. Let's do a practice strafing run. Pop up with a pop up. About 3,000 feet. Roll inverted, hold down, and pretend we can release some ordnance right about there. Let's pull off target. Might pull out to sea actually. pretend we can drop flares and chaff and jink. We can actually jink, but and do what are probably a few futile manoeuvres, but yeah, I guess it's better than nothing. Looking forward to this sim becoming fully combat capable, which is inevitable. It's going to happen. It happened before, it's going to happen again. We had 3 combat iterations of this sim 20 years ago. It'll happen again. We'll do one more strafing run, then we'll go back and land. It's a low angle strafe, I guess. There we go, took out one Volkswagen. Low level egress, chaff flares, if we had any. We do have smoke, but I've forgotten, because I didn't write it down, I've forgotten how to map it to a command. But not to worry, I'm busy with lots of other things. Righto, let's now if we fly past that tower, that radio tower, we should be lined up pretty well for runway 18. Let's get some altitude up. Probably hit the speed brakes momentarily. Yep, there's a threshold out there. Yeah, let's pop the speed brake. Get the gear down, 280, 70, 60, 50, gear down, flaps 1, speed brake in. Three greens, landing lights on, flaps 1, fuel is good, throttles at idle, add some thrust, getting a bit slow there for flaps 1, but anyway. Yeah, almost down, let's flare. There we go. Toe brakes on, speed brake out, brake chute out. And we're good. We're good. Drop that chute. Speed braking. Excellent. And onto the grass. An ignominious end to an otherwise average sortie. Cool. I'm some 40 miles south of Merimbula at Malakuta, just inside the state of Victoria. Going to practice a few touch and goes at Malakuta Airport. And what a lovely spot, another one of these large bays, very large, with a very sheltered inlet, which I guess means the water inside's generally pretty calm, I guess. Not that I know much about things marine. That seems to make sense. Anyway, let's do a touch and go on runway 18 over yonder. So I think I'll go around this mast. Should line us up pretty well. Looking for other landmarks down there, but mast is the main one I can see at the moment. Anyway, you can see the runway, see the threshold. We're at about 1,000 feet. Radar out, 1400 barometric. Gear down, flaps 1, landing lights on. Fuel's good. Looking for 3 greens. We've got 3 greens. Checking flaps 1, and speed brake is retracted. Yeah, that seemed to work well. Fly around the radio masts over town, and lined up pretty well for final. It's what's the time? It's 11:05 a.m. Beautiful Aussie day. Typical Aussie day, actually. Concentration. Touching about now. Yep. Power on. Rotating. Touching the brakes. Gear up. Flaps up. Right. Let's do it again. Back to 1,000 feet. Yeah, so as I said, very typical Aussie weather. Mainly blue skies, quite warm. It's 29 degrees C. So 350 knots. I'll try this time. Let's get to 1,000 feet, a bit lower. There's the runway way back there. Okay, throttle back. Start about a 3G turn around this mast. Actually, I had double take there. I've just moved my G meter from right panel to left panel. So playing with a few, moved a few instruments actually. So I've got to factor that in. Right, we slowed right down anyway. Gear down, flaps 1, 3 greens, landing lights on, fuel's good. Speed brake is definitely in. So on a shorter approach, I reckon those 4 large pools of water will be a good point to turn over, I think. I'll try that on the next one. Got the throttle flare a bit, touch about now. Throttle's forward. Rotating, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Looking good. Righto, this time I'll try a shorter turn to final. Try my usual 350 knots brake turn. I've moved a lot of things, I'm confused now. Right, anyway, should be good. Now where are those pools of water? They're just south of the town. There they are on the left. Okay, speed's 330, that'll do for this experiment. Throttle back, turning over those pools. 280, 270, 260, 250, gear down, flaps 1. Yeah, it's going to work well. And smooth turn, just a couple of G, 1.5 really now. Got 3 greens, flaps down, speed brake in, fuel is good. And this time we'll come to a full stop. Throttle's still at idle. Letting speed bleed off. Add some throttle at about 160 now. And we'll halve that rate of descent in the last couple of seconds by flaring a bit more power. Rounding off, throttle back, flaring, and yeah, it was like 600 feet per minute. A bit harder than I like. Speed brake out. Won't need the chute. No, we're all good. Speed brake in. Let's go and have a couple of Lamingtons and analyse the flight data. If I can get the plane moving, there we go. Needs a few herbs to get moving. Righto. Come on, what's it stuck in the mud? I've got to check the brakes, I guess. Haven't got reverse thrust on. Interesting, something funny going on here. Okay, I've got to check this out. Anyway, it's a great day for flying. Doing some touch and goes at Malakuta, just south of Merimbula, just over the border into Victoria. Beautiful coastline down here, very rugged. Lots of national park and bush, as you can see. Fantastic. See if I can pass the tower here. I think we can. Yep. Runway 36. Nice. We'll pull up over the town of Malakuta. There it is on the right. And we'll do a touch and go to the south. Fantastic. Awesome. Right, let's find the airport. Pretty sure it's at 12 o'clock. Hi guys. I'd hate to have the job of replacing the light bulb up there. A couple of water storage ponds here, I'm imagining. Right, 250, gear down, flaps 1. Fuel's good, 3 greens, flaps 1, speed brake in. Hatch is closed, harness is tightened. Throttle back, bit of a flare at the end. Oh, we're going to float too far. Yeah, touchdown. And all over the place there. touch the brakes, gear up, flaps up. That was pretty sloppy. Touchdown was alright, but certainly didn't hold the centre line afterwards. But 140 knots, we could leap back into the air, luckily. Bushland as far as you can see. Quite typical of most of the Australian coast, actually. Golf course, nice. Let's try it all again. Lining up at Mullacoota Airport, just south of Merimbula. Doing some touch and goes down here. Beautiful afternoon too. Right, flaps 1, yes, speed brake off, fuel is good. Clear for takeoff. Let's go. Take it easy on the rudders, rotate at 120. Hold 5 degrees, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up, out of burner. Beautiful. And out we go over the Pacific Ocean. Awesome. Okay, so there's the runway. Turn over the golf course, I think. 350 knots, throttle right back. Doing a slow turn to final. 270, 60, 50, gear down. Flaps 1. Throttle at idle, fuel is good. Flaps and gear are good, speed brake is in. Runway in sight. Speed is good. I usually touch down about 160, 150 using flaps 1. It's going to be 160, I think. Chop the throttle. Flaring a bit and nice soft touchdown. Throttle up, left rudder, rotating, comes unstuck, wheel brakes on, gear up, flaps up, and we're airborne again. great way to spend an afternoon. Excellent. Approaching Malakuta Airport from the north, just flown out of Marimbula, and we're going to do a touch and go. Runway 18. Let's dial that in. It's in. Good. I'm pretty sure it's there 10 o'clock. Let's use my helmet mounted. Actually, let's use the electro-optical system. That's what it's there for. It's slaved to my helmet, and I can zoom, and there it is. Awesome. Yep. A Soviet electro-optical tracking system. Very cool. I don't know. We'll actually land 3-6. So we'll fly downwind. Which way is the wind blowing? No, the wind is blowing from the north. Anyway, right, we'll fly downwind here. Yep. Then go upwind and turn around again and do a touch and go to the south. Very cool. There we go, runway 36. So coming in over bushland. It's the first time I've landed here actually. 500 feet. There's the runway threshold. So I reckon for a continuous turn to final, this bridge is a good landmark. So let's start our turn, gear down, flaps 1, throttles right back. It's going to work out pretty well, I think. Need a bit more juice. Yep, there's the threshold. Got 3 greens, fuel's good. Flaps 1, speed brake is in. Runway looks short from here, that's for sure.
Yankee Oscar Romeo Bravo, traffic JMB Aviation Victor Hotel, Sierra Kilo Foxtrot,
Touch
taking off runway
and
25 west departure.
go. That was a scary, touch the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Scary timing for that radio broadcast. What 2 seconds before touchdown. Anyway, that's a cool part of simulated flying is trying to deal with the real world type variables that crop up like that, distractions. Very cool. Right, I think while I'm down here I'll do a few more touch and goes. Headed down to Garbo Island to practice some strafing runs. They'll be simulated of course since we're not cleared for live ordnance or even practice ordnance yet. But we can at least practice the profiles and get an idea what they look like. So I'm about 450 knots, 3,000 feet. You can see Garbo Island just appeared behind that cloud just now. We'll veer right past this headland, which is the border between New South Wales and Victoria. And we'll see if we can do a credible kind of strafing run on the lighthouse. Looks like we're not going to see it through this cloud, but I can see it on my moving map, so I know where it should be. It might break out, we'll see. It's scattered clouds down here today. There it is. Broke out just in time, nice. Bit fast. And let's roll in. And simulated strafing, I'd say start about now. And kind of lead the pipper through the lighthouse. Off we go. Chaff and flares, once again imagined, because not cleared to drop them yet in the sim. Pull away and we'll come back in at a different angle, come back in from the east, maybe southeast. So I can't see the lighthouse, it's on the end of that island. Here we go, just go a bit slower this time. So rocket attack would be good about now, I think. 1500 feet release, yeah, and pull out. Once again, countermeasures. Probably shouldn't use burner when you're flying away from a hot target, I guess. Always got the risk of mad pads. Let's do one more run. Coming in from 7,500 feet this time, and from the northeast. So I guess you could release rockets about now. Yep, and now maybe strafing there, and off we go. Let's exit at low level this time. A few jinks. And we're away. Great fun. Heading down the coast from Marimbula past Eden, and we'll do a bit of supersonic running here just offshore. We probably won't disturb too many people. Going through 400 knots, 100%, going to burner. About 300 feet. Mark 1 now. Does not take long, the MiG. Let's throttle back. Speed brake out. And we'll try it again as we pass the bay here at Eden. Right, speed brake in. Full force shush. Afterburner. Mark 8. 0.9 and Mark 1, just like that. Very matter of fact in the MiG. Lots of excess power. Fantastic. Righto. Celebratory roll, and we'll continue on. Heading down the coast to Garbo Island, just south of Marimbula, just over the Victorian border, and let's crank it up. Going through Mark 0.7. Mark 1, just like that, so quick. Let's do it again. Throttle back, speed brake out, get down to about Mark 0.7 again, maybe 0.5, there we go, Mark 0.5, full burner. At 200 feet, and Mark 0.8, 0.9 is Mark 1. Just like that. All in a day's work for the MiG-29. Nice. Taking off from Marimbula and heading down to Garbo Island for some strafing run simulation at the lighthouse. Right, cleared for takeoff, fuel's good. Flaps 1 are set. Let's do a rolling takeoff here. $50 knots, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, rotating, holding 5 degrees up. Tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up as we go through 200 knots. Approaching 300 as we head towards the coast. Nice. Taking off from Merimbula, we're going to fly straight to Garbo Island Lighthouse. Back over Eden and land back here. Rotating at 120, holding 5 degrees, hold the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Turning onto course. See something new every flight, I've got to say. Just get my course established. A little bit more to the left and that's it. Right, let's go up through the clouds. Let's have a look at the recam. It's nice when we do this. Yeah, cool. Just went through Mach 1 in the climb. Amazing. And we're going to level out about 10,000 feet. 9,000, coming down, 9,900. Yep, overshot. About 10,400. Back to 10,000 now. Right, continuing on. Check my heading. Yep, went off heading, got to come right a bit. That's okay. Fantastic view from up here. New South Wales South Coast. We're going to go just across the border with Victoria. So we'll come in from the sea, swing past Garbo Island and Garbo Island Lighthouse, and then over Malakuta, because we'll do a high, just subsonic right-hand turn over Malakuta Airport, I'd say. So let's crank it up while we're up here. Right, so just right of the HUD, or in the HUD now, you can see the white headland. That's the New South Wales Victorian border. Just gone to Mach 1.2 there. So make sure we're down to low level by the time we get to that point, because the lighthouse is only about 2 or 3 miles past it. So let's start descending now. Get the speed up. Pacific Ocean out there. Beautiful beaches down here. I'm watching the Mach meter. Yeah, we want to stay just below Mach 1 now. Coming down, I'm going to zoom my map out a bit. Better. Oops. Get control of the pitch. You can see Garbo Island now just around the corner. Okay. So crossing into enemy territory in about 10 seconds. Oh, it likes to tuck the nose when it hits the mark there. Right, passing the border now. Lighthouse dead ahead. We don't want to do a sonic boom there because lots of nice windows and glass lenses which we don't want to break in the lighthouse. So about Mach 0.94 at the moment. It's fast enough. Very cool. Nice. Look back. Yep. Cool. Alright, doing this right hand turn now to swing over Malakuta. One of my most favourite things to do in the fast jets is fly low level over water. It's very smooth, serene, nothing to run into, and you can really push it down. About 350 feet at the moment. Just keep it subsonic. It wants to creep up. Let's do a hard right turn now. There's the airport. Alright guys, see you next time. Up through the clouds again. Go back to 10,000 feet. 6,000, 7, 8. I'm going to overshoot again, as usual. Yeah. Went to 12.5. Right. That's something I need to practice. In my defence, things happen real quick in this aircraft. Really quick. So you've got to think ahead. Probably should have started levelling off 4,000 feet before the target altitude. It's that fast. Right, heading for home. Let's crank it up. So we're only about a third of the way there. And once again, I'll come back in over the coast, so we'll fly right over Eden. Lots of national park down here. What's that? Looks like, I don't know, new development. Not sure. Some earth moving going on down there. Right, Eden should be right off the nose. But of course below the clouds. Taking it carefully because there is terrain around here. There we go. Yeah, we're dead on for the marina at Eden. Beautiful. Oh, those power lines, right. Make a note of that. Right guys, might have broken a few champagne glasses there actually. Sorry about that, chiefs, admirals, skippers. Right, now to hop on and skip back to Merimbula. Yep, there's the airport. There's a headland and beach where we turn to final. Okay, let's throttle back. So flying upwind for runway 21. I'll pop speed brake. Check the trim, it's good. Speed brake in. Throttle's right back. There's a threshold over there. Wait till we get to this next headland and let's do a nice turn to final. Nice easy 3G turn. Gear down now, flaps 1. Landing lights are on. Gears down, we've got 3 greens. Throttle's still back. Just checking flaps 1, gear down. Yes, check, check. Right on speed now. Almost there. Throttle back. Speed brake out. Oh, sorry. Brake shoot out. Air brake out. Toe brakes on. Drop the chute now. Air brake in. And I think we can just about turn off there. We can. Cool. Nice. There we go, a nice little joy flight out of Merimbula. Quick joy flight down to Eden and back. Plucking brake off. Throttling up. 50%, 60, 80, 90, 120, rotate, hold 5 degrees. Positive rate of climb, hold the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Going through 220 knots, 250, coming left, cancelling burner, sitting around 280 knots. Nice. There's the town of Merimbula below us. Beautiful. Aircraft's performing well. Huge control surfaces. Just do a barrel roll to the left. Nice. One to the right. Whoop. Try to keep your breakfast down. And we'll go low level down the coast to Eden. Not very far. Waypoint 1. 4.9 miles away. Turkey feathers are all working well on the exhaust. Nice. Righto, Eden's on the right. We're going to come back over that. And we're going to fly over the Allied Natural Wood Exports. Sounds like a front for James Bond, I would say. Although it's in rather a remote spot. Could be some kind of staging area, I guess. Probably got helicopters stashed in there and submarines around the back. Who knows? Anyway, it looks very cool. Let's pan the camera around as we go past. Nice. Right now we're going to swing around the bay. Pan the camera up, there's a nice view. Then come back over Eden. Fly right over the marina. There we go, pretty much dead ahead. Spread some love and thunder. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we're going to fly up around the radio mast. We can see dead ahead. Back over the marina and back to the airport. Very nice. Oh, got up to about 5G in that turn. Bit of buffeting above the hills there. There's the marina dead ahead. Got some play with those cameras, not that much. Right. I think we'll do we'll pull straight up, I think. Go over the top, do a nice loop. Once we get to the marina. There it is on the right, up we go. Nice. Ooh. That's minimum airspeed there. We had the throttles right back. Okie doke, back to Marimbula. And we might go over the water and we can probably do a sonic boom, I think. Every flight's a little bit different, although largely similar in format. Makes it more easy to get into a groove. It's like playing the same piece of music over and over. The more you play it, the more you enjoy it actually. Right, let's do Mark 1. Mark 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Mark 1, boom. Very nice. Righto, let's get in the driver's seat and land. There's the airport over there. We're going to turn in for final over the beach down there at 10 o'clock. Speed brake out. It's going to be a very steep approach. Gear down, flaps 1. It's all good. Speed brake still out. Speed brake in. Very good stopping abilities this aircraft, and certainly, as we saw, it accelerates like nobody else. Right, 3 greens, fuel's good, flaps 1, speed brake's off. I want to approach about 160. Yeah, a bit slow at the moment. Sure, landed short. That was unexpected. Speed brake out. Wow. Anyway, we did land. Not sure what went on that last few seconds. I checked the speed brake was in. I just got behind the curve, I guess. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I love the way this aircraft keeps you on your toes. Great fun. Doing a landing at Marimbula, flying upwind at the moment, getting ready to turn downwind momentarily. Here we go, over the beach, round we go, and gear down, flaps 1, coming down nicely. Turning to final. Should see the threshold right there. Nice. Got 3 greens, flaps 1. Coming down nicely. Trying to get the line up. A bit hard with these external camera views, but let's see how we go. And we should get a touchdown here, I think. Yep, chop the throttle. There we go. Reverse thrust. Speed brake out. Whew. Toe brakes on. And we're going to overrun for sure. Just. Whoo-ee. Okay, that was a heart stopper. It's 14:26 p.m. taking off from Merimbula, flying down to Malakuta, just over the border. Rotating at 120, 5 degrees up, hold the brakes 2 seconds, gear up, flaps up. Burner off, and heading to the coast. Make this a very quick run. I'll try to stay about 500 knots. Beautiful. In fact, I might as well go supersonic on this first leg as we pass Eden on the right there. Just get the trim sorted out, that's good. Everything's in the green. There's the lovely south coast town of Eden. Beautiful beach, marina, golf course there. Passing over waypoint 1 here, which is the Allied Natural Wood Exports. Sounds like a front for James Bond operation. Righto, let's crank it up now as we head over the national park. Heading to Mach 1. Yep, we're through the sound barrier. Just like that in the MiG. Unbelievable. Coming up to 800 knots. Waypoint 1 is on the right. I won't go across to it. It's that white beach on the far shore. It's the mouth to the America River. We'll swing around the headland instead. Look at the speed there, it's unbelievable. Let's just check out our fuselage cam. Yep, it's all looking good. Takes a bit of back pressure on the stick at that speed to get a reaction. We're good now. Sitting about 1,000 feet. Right, we're going to whiz past the border, which is on the headland about 12 o'clock. Nothing remarkable to see there, but we will see the Garbo Island White House, waypoint 4, 5. Yep. Then Malakuta Airport, and then we'll probably climb, I think, and do a high-speed run back to Eden. Sounds good. Just check the cameras, all looking good. Nice. Okay, back in the driver's seat. Right, let's do a low level past the lighthouse. So the border actually, looks, we are going to fly over it by the look of it. It's this on this white sandy headland right here, actually. It should put up a sign or something. Really. It's probably the New South Wales and Victorian governments respectively arguing about who should be the one to do it. The other one, I guess. There's the lighthouse. Garbo Island Lighthouse. Very cool. Right, swing across to Malakuta Airport. We can definitely break the sound barrier out here, I would say, with impunity, which we've just done again. Okay, the airport should be, I think, just about here. Yep, Very cool. Have a look back as we go over. That's the view I want. Nice. We'll start climbing out. Once again, through the sound barrier. Fantastic. Let's do a 30-degree zoom climb here. Beautiful view there. Going through 8,000 feet. Leveling off, about 12,000. Fantastic. I'm going to skip waypoint 7, which is just down there to the left. I can actually see the bridge about 10 o'clock. It's let's see if I can get the camera onto it. Yeah, I'd say it's that bridge down there, I think. Zoom in, see if I can get a better picture. Round about there. Cool. We'll skip that, we'll swing directly over Eden. Might as well blow through the sound barrier again, I think. Yep, Mark 1.3. Fantastic. Going back to subsonic. Beautiful. It's an area I hadn't seen before. New development, I guess. Okay, we'll go low level across the Bay at Eden and then straight back to the airport. About 500 knots. And we'll go straight across the marina at 300 feet. There it is. Nice. Beautiful. Righto, back in the pit. And there's the airport about 10 o'clock. Right, centre. Landing runway 21. So we're going to fly upwind first. And turn back at that headland there, 1 o'clock. Throttle back, I'll lose 3,000 feet and about 150 knots. Heading's good. Lose another 50 knots, should be right. Maybe 1,500 feet will do us. There we go. Pretty good. And I'll start my turn at the beach. Let's do it. Hand on the gear lever, pulling 3.5 Gs, gear down, flaps 1, landing lights on, tap the speed brake. Speed brake in. Got 3 greens, landing lights on, fuel's good. Looking good. And touchdown. Speed brake out, reverse thrust, toe brakes on, and great, drop the brake chute or reverse thrust, speed brake in, toe brakes off, and we're down without a fuss. Flaps up. So that's a flaps 1 landing up. I just find it very hard to control on flaps 2 because about 130 knots it suddenly you boom sinks like a rock if you get below that, and it's much more forgiving 20 knots faster at 150. Got that extra play area. But here we go, we'll have a nice cup of tea in the terminal up ahead there. Looks pretty nice. And it's a nice afternoon joy flight. It's 1:22 p.m, 13:22, flying from Merimbula down to Eden and back in a quick joy flight. Parking brake off, throttling up, toe brakes off, just into burner, rotating at 120, holding 5 degrees, yes. Hold the brakes, 1, 2, gear up, flaps up. Turning to the coast, out of burner at 400 knots. Nice. Yep, all looking good back there. And let's head down the coast. Right, just seeing the bay at Eden appearing on the right past this headland, and we're going to go straight across to the timber yard. Coming right. Get a nice camera shot there. Excellent. It's better. Nice. Heading through west. Going very fast at the moment. Throttling back. Getting up to 4 Gs. I'm going to pull across the north of the bay, which I've lost sight of. There it is. It's tricky in that light condition. It's I thought I saw water out there. Oh, there it is. We're going to go right past it, so let's head east across the Eden Marina. Go left around the radio mast. Round we go. It's 4G. Across the golf course back to the marina. Go and a hard turn back to the north. Nice. Right, so we're landing to the south, runway 21. Quite humid down here today. It's 30 degrees C, it's pretty warm. Now looking for upwind along the beach. Turning till we're at 03. Zero 02, 03, we should see the runway on the left. There it is. This threshold, I'm going to turn past this headland, throttle right back. We're going way too fast this time, so speed brake out. Really want 350 there. There's 350. Speed brake in. Starting the turn. Watching the speed down here, 260. Gear down, flaps 1. Runway in sight. Yep, 3 greens, flaps 1. Lined up pretty well. Going to flare, reduce that rate of descent somewhat, chop the throttle about now, settle down, went 3 wheels down, toe brakes on, speed brake out, brake shoot out. Nice, drop the brake shoot, speed brake in, and we're going to stop right on the white lines, I think. Nice. Good photo opportunity there. Boom. Excellent. Taking off from Merimbula for a very short joy flight in the MiG. Stir the pot. Check flap settings 1. Looks good. Parking brake off. Throttling up. Toe brakes off. Advancing the throttle. Just into force charge. Afterburner, rotating at 120, holding 5 degrees up. Hold the brakes for 2 seconds. Gear up, flaps up. All looking good. Going through 220 knots. Let's go down the coast, over the golf course. Going through 300 knots. Looking good. Yep, nice climb out. Right, let's go down the beach. Almost 600 knots there. About 500 feet. Go through that little gap. Coastline's beautifully rendered down here. Especially, you notice when the rock ledges and are visible, which is not the case everywhere in the world at the moment. But yeah, look at the light on the cliff face there, gorgeous. Across the timber yard, watch the power lines, and coming around the bay at Eden. Doing about 3G, 400 odd knots. There's Eden. Come right across the marina. Fantastic. And left around the radio mast. Bit of scattered low cloud here today, quite humid. Getting up to 5G there. Nice. We'll go back across the marina and I think we'll go over the top at that point. Is that the marina? No, I missed it. It's over to the right. Not to worry, let's go up. There it is. Coming out of Burner. Trying to get a look at that marina. There it is. Nice. Right, let's continue over the top. Going through 10,000 feet, I reckon. 10,000 now. Throttle's right back. We've just come back to 200 knots. Fantastic. 2 mile climb and almost as quick as I can say it. And at the northern end of the second bay we should see Merimbula Airport. Throttle back. Beautiful country and beautiful part of the world. Righto. See if we can fly upwind and across that ridge and the golf course. Nice. buzz the tower. Let's go around this radio mast. As we turn to downwind. It's 5G. It's going to bring us back to about 350 knots. Should be on downwind now. Yes, we are. And we'll come back in over the golf course for final. Turn to crosswind along that ridge. Throttle right back. Turn to crosswind. Cross this intersection. And we'll do a smooth turn to final. I'm going to pop the speed brake out. Going back through 280, 270, 260, 250, gear down, flaps 1. Speed brake will come in momentarily. Now. There we go. The 3 greens. And cut the throttle. Touchdown. Pop the speed brake. Toe brakes on and brake chute out. Drop the chute, speed brake in, and we're down. Nicely done. All good back there? Excellent. Taking off from runway 03 at Merimbula, quick joy flight down to Eden. So full burner takeoff, returning 120 now. Holding 5 degrees, hold the brakes, 1, 2, gear up, flaps up. Keep pulling up. 3 Gs, 450 knots, back to idle. We'll come over the top at about 5,000 feet, I think. Pretty close. So, okay, how about try 6.6. And there's the airport right there. Next bay is Eden. So let's get down there. We might go down at altitude and descend as we go around the bay, I think, for a change. Why not? Fantastically picturesque part of the Australian east coast, this. Let's go to the fuselage cam momentarily. Barrel roll left, barrel roll right. Nice. Coastline looks awesome. And that waypoint 1 is the timber yard over there. That's how we were going to turn in. And there's Eden off the starboard bow. Right, let's roll in. Awesome. Alright, let's do a high-speed pass over the marina. Nice. Yeah, it's all good. And come back around the radio mast. There's 5G turn. Right. Whew. Nice view there. Past the hazard light. Very nice. Across the golf course. Out to sea. Lean forward more. There we go. Over the shoulder. Crank my head around. I can see it all. Excellent. Right. Turning back north. And how's the time going? Under 5 minutes. So we'll do it. Got time for a touch and go back at Maribula. Let's do it. It should be about 1 o'clock, just above the canopy rail. Yep, just at the northern end of this next Not this beach, the one in the top of the canopy there. It's getting to know the topography a little bit better. It's one of the great pleasures of doing these flights over and over, is you get to know the lay of the land. It becomes more familiar and therefore more fun. Here we go. Right, speed brake out. Very fast approach. We might not get slow enough to put the gear down at all, actually. We'll see. We might just make it, actually. Yeah, we will. Great speed brakes. Gear down, flaps 1. Speed brake in. Yeah, how good's that? We'll do a touch. Chop the throttle. Contact. Throttle up. Nose up. 1, 2 on the brakes. Gear up. Flaps up. Cool. Righto, now we'll do a left downwind and land. So runway threshold, golf course, 800 foot hill. This intersection is the place I really want to be. And then descending turn to final. That's exactly where I want to be. Right, turning to final, gear down, flaps 1. Bit more thrust.
Yankee Papa, Foxtrot Tango, Traffic Diamond, Victor Hotel, Golf Echo Uniform, taking off runway tree 6 departure to the west.
3 greens, flaps 1, gear 1, speed brake in, fuel's good. Looking good. Chop the throttle and flare. Floating a bit there. Wheel brakes on, speed brake out. I think we'll forget the chute this time, we should be good. Yep, fine. Speed brake in. Toe brakes off. Awesome. Right, doing a 7-minute joy flight from Merimbula down to Eden and back to land. Getting towards sunset. Flaps 1, check. Checking the brakes. Stir the pot. All looks good. Righto. Throttle up. Brakes off. Advancing the throttle, rotating at 120. About now, holding 5 degrees. Smooth takeoff, hold the brakes down, gear up, flaps up. Yeah, I've tested it a few times now, and you can't just tap the brakes, you've got to hold them down for a good 1 good second. So count of 2 I usually do now. Make sure the spinning rubber doesn't enter the fuselage, it kind of smells bad, wears the tyres out quicker. Right, so down we go to Eden. Let's get down to about 500 feet. Crank it up for a bit of a speed run. Yep, through the mark already. Sonic boom, Nice. There's Eden coming up at 1 o'clock. Right, so we'll go around the far side of the bay first. In fact, we'll do a bit of a ballistic arc towards that side of the bay and get a nice aerial view there. Beautiful. Fantastic. Then we're going to turn across the Allied National wood exports. At low level, they should have all gone home by now. They don't mind a bit of noise anyway. Super cool. And round the bay. Across the marina. And then we're going to do a left turn around the radio mast up there. Watch we don't go too fast, we just hit Mark 1 again. Put brake out so we can get around the corner. Yeah, it's about 4 Gs across the golf course. And the marina. Nice. And back up the coast. Do a bit of a climb. Fantastic, 5,000 feet. And let me try to get my bearings and spot the airport. I'm going to use my helmet mounted zoom cam. Still confused. I've got to check my map. I don't usually come in this high. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going right past it. I thought I was close. There it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm still spiralling descent to upwind. Go over the golf course. Up we go. Turn to downwind. and back over the golf course to land. So we get to pull a few G's there. Get over this crest and turn back to final. Should be about right. Yep, about here. Right at that intersection. Gear down, flaps 1. Watch the speed. There's threshold. Looking good. Three greens, flaps 1. Landing lights on. Feels good. Nice and smooth, fluid. Brakes on. Shoot out, brakes out. Air brake out, that is. Drop the chute, air brake in, and we're down. Looking good. Nice. Doing a very short joy flight out of Merimbula down to Eden and back to land. Throttling up, rotating at 120 now, hold at 5 degrees, tap the brakes, gear up, flaps up, cancel the burner. Nice. Positive rate of climb, going through 270 knots, it's keep accelerating and turn to the south. It's at about 1,000 feet, I think. There's the airport. Let's give it a sprint to 450. Does not take long. Add some forward trim. Good. Just checking I do have the flaps up, yeah. I'll just reset that trim. And landing lights off, please. Righto, and there's Eden coming up on the right. Yep. Nice, we'll do a nice circle around the bay. Sitting on 450, 1100 feet. Let's go down to 500 as we go around the circle. There's waypoint 1 in this flight plan, the wood exports, allied wood exports. Very easy to spot. Easy 3G turn, sitting on 440 knots without touching a throttle. Nice. Right, let's go to the point. Add a few Gs, still 3 Gs. And let's give an under the fuselage camera look. Nice. turn north again. And I think we'll do one turn around the radio mast. Why not? Why not? Just getting this joyride organised. So coming up to 4 minutes. I guess about a 5-minute flight is good. So once around the bay, that works out nicely. Yeah, around the radio tower, we'll come back right over the centre of town, and I reckon we're back on the ground at about 7 or 8 minutes, I think. There's a golf course, good landmark, and we'll go right over the marina, I think. Nice. Hi guys, and up the beach. Can't go wrong with the barrel roll and a bit of afterburner. Nice. Right. Let's get set up for runway 03. Chop the throttles. You can see that on the beach there, those buildings catching the light, that's the runway threshold. Round about centre screen right there. Cool. We'll go straight in. Speed brake on. Throttles are back. Fuel's good. Landing lights on. Gear down. Flaps 1. Speed brake in. Check. Yeah, it's coming up for 6 minutes. I reckon we'll be on the ground at 7 minutes. So then I'll work out the fuel burn and calculate a price for our joy flight, I guess. Checking the flaps and gear are good. Here we go, and chop the throttle, touchdown, brake shoot out, speed brake on, wheel brakes on. Excellent. Drop the chute, brakes in. We're good to go. Yes, nice. Whew. Just go to the wing cam. Yep, all looks good. Turning onto a right downwind for runway 03 at Maribula. In the MiG-29. Oh, there's the airport. A bit too close. Let's. A bit too close. Yeah, I want to turn more around about here. Right. Oh, there's the threshold. I want to come back in over that golf course. Watch the hill here. It's pretty high actually. I reckon it's about 800 feet. I reckon. Right, let's turn to final now. And gear down, flaps 1. Okay, See if we can put it down nice and smooth. Got 3 greens, landing lights on. Fuel's good. Flaps 1. Lined up pretty good. A bit of buffet there. Flare a bit and should be pretty smooth actually. Chop the throttles. Yeah, it must be close. There we go. Famous last words, smooth. Right. Tripping over my words, my thoughts. Brake shoot out. Air brake out. Toe brakes on. That's what I'm trying to say. Drop the brake chute, air brake in. We're good. We're good. We're in one piece. Let's have a look at the external cam. Yep. Tail is still there. Aircraft is still there. Looking good. Doing a few touch and goes at Marimbula on the south coast to give a wave to the people down there at the lookout. How you going? Lovely afternoon. Doing a right downwind. Bit of noise abatement here. Not that there's many houses over there. Just 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess, because this mob here is going to cop a lot of jet engine roar momentarily. Okay, there's the threshold. Right, throttle back, I'm doing about 280. Turn to final, and get ready on the gear. Gear down, flaps 1. Watch the speed now. We're okay. Keep turning. There we go. Runway in sight. Very high rate of descent. I'll try to cancel that. A bit more thrust. And just ease it down. This is much nicer. Throttle back, let it touch. Yep, throttle up. And up we go. Touch the brakes, gear up, flaps up. Right, let's do it again. conducting some joy flights over Eden out of Merimbula Airport in the MiG-29. And it doesn't get much more fun inspired than this scenario. At 5:30 PM, sun's just starting to settle, getting that golden hour. Just get the trim centered, there we go. Here's the southern edge of the bay at Eden. I'm going to zoom in on my map a bit so I can get more detail. There we go. Right, so Merimbula Beach, coming through west back to the north. Beautiful seaside resort of Merimbula. Their once peaceful existence, Eden rather, Merimbula Airport, Eden's the town. Once peaceful existence shattered by the roaring of the twin Tumansky turbofans. Awesome. There's one lap. Let's go around again but faster. Okay, getting near Mark 1. Pulling about 5G in this turn. Okay, let's head back over the airport. Buzz the tower. And I might try buzzing the tower, pulling up into a vertical loop and landing. See if that works for us. Looking for runway 06, 03. No, it is 06. No, think again, it is 03. Right, get it right. Up we go. Let's look over the shoulder. Out of burner. There's the airport. Golf course. Beautiful. Okay, so my plan didn't quite work out, but I reckon I can pull another loop from here if I put the speed brake in. Split S anyway. There we go. Yeah, nice. Easy as. The MiG will do anything you want it to, really. Let's turn back and land on runway 21. Looking for 350 knots. We're over the point here. Throttles to idle. Pulling back to heading 21. Gear down. Flaps 1. Very wide, but we'll fix it in the mix. 3 greens, landing lights on, fuel's good. Flaps 1. Air brake is off. Nice. Air brake out, brake chute out. And we're down. Drop the chute and go and park next to our second MiG. Nice.